Hello everyone, welcome to this video. My name is Johan. In today's video we will see how to get a VPN to stay connected to a server. Often VPN can get disconnected either by the server or some network issues, and if the server is unattended, that can be a problem, as you have to manually connect to the server and connect your VPN again. Especially if a lot of people are relying on that server to always be connected to a server for data or whatever other reasons. So OpenVPN's got this thing where it doesn't automatically reconnect. So even though you go to settings and you say it should continuously retry on connection timeout, it doesn't reconnect. It just gives you error message that you have to click connect again. Okay, so the best way I thought of doing it was to have a batch file command prompt script that can continuously run and repeat and ping our server. If it's able to ping a server, then we know the VPN is connected. If it's not able to ping that, then the VPN is obviously not connected. And when it's not able to ping it, not connected, then it should run a command to automatically open up the connection. Great, so let's see how to do that. Okay, just going to open up Windows Explorer and go to my C drive, C temp, just one moment, and there you go. Okay, great. So now that we've got our Windows Explorer open, we're going to create a new batch file. Just right click on the folder and say new text file, text document, and call it VPN-connect and change the extension from .txt to .bat. Okay, so now we've got our batch file, and let's open up a command prompt just by typing in cmd. And there we go, there's our command prompt. Okay, so we've got our batch file and we've got our command prompt open. I just want to resize this properly. Okay, great. So here's our batch file and our command prompt. So to edit the batch file, just right click on it and say edit. And so that's just a blank file. And let's just test it and say echo hello, and change directly to a root and change directly to our temp folder. And there is our batch file, and we just say VPN-connect, and we've got our hello from our text file. Great, so the first step is to define a variable where we're going to store in the IP address of the server that we want to ping to test for connectivity. So just put a reminder as our ping target or test target, and set target equal to our IP address. In this case, it's going to be this IP address. Okay, great. And now we can ping this target, ping target, and see what happens. Great. So let's go back to our command prompt, clear screen, run our batch file again, and okay, great. So to use your variables, always put it in percentages. Great. So let's save it and try again. There we go. It's pinging it, and it's getting a reply from the server. Great, so we don't need to ping it 4 times. We just one time should be sufficient. So just put dash n and 1. Save that. Just a space there and save. And clear screen and run the command again. And there we can see. It's just pinging one time, and we've got our time to live and a reply from this IP address. So our VPN is connected. Great. So now if we disconnect our VPN and try and run the command again, we'll see destination port unreachable because the VPN is disconnected. And if we connect again, it takes some time to reconnect, but once it's connected, we should get a reply again. General failure, just give it some, so that was too quick, try again. And there we got a reply. Great, so now we've got a way to test for connectivity to our server and affect our VPN. Okay. Okay, so the next step is to get the output of this ping command as a 0 or a 1 to see if it's successful or not. So the way to do that is by doing the following. So one use the pipe symbol. So in the bash script, the pipe symbol just means pipe the output of this command as the input of the next command. And we use the find command, and we search for some text that will only be there if it is successful. So only TTL will be there, the time to live, if it was able to ping it successful, and it must be greater than null. So let's just save that and run that command again. And okay, so we've got no output, but there's a variable that one can test for that will save the output of the find command. And that variable is called error level. So just echo percentage error level, close percentage, and save that and run the command again. And there we see it's 0. So 0 means there's no error, so it did find it. And now if we disconnect it, yes, we just want to disconnect, and we try and run the command again. There we see the error level is now 1 because it did not find the TTL in the output of this command. Great, so that's a nice and easy way to find either a 0 or a 1 as the output of the ping command if it's successful or not. Great, so this error level can be used as the input of a if-else statement that we can take various actions depending if it's connected or not. So let's create the if statement. If, and we test for that that variable. Well, okay, and error level should be equal to 1. Okay, and oh, sorry, let's test. Is it equal to 0? That means it's successful. It's true. Then echo VPN is connected. Okay, and close the brackets and say else, open brackets, echo VPN is not connected. And close the bracket again. So let's save that, clear screen, run the command again, and there we see VPN is not connected. So the error level is 1 because our VPN is still disconnected. Now if we connect the VPN and give it some time to properly connect, and we'll run the batch command again. There it pings it, find TTL, echo 0, so error level 0. There's the command, and we see VPN is connected. Great. So let's go to the next step. Okay, so if we test it, if the VPN is not connected, we want to run a command to reconnect the VPN. And that's quite easy to do with OpenVPN. You just disconnect it and go to this pencil button to edit this profile, and then click on Set Connection Shortcut, and that will create a shortcut on your desktop. So just click on Create, and it creates that shortcut. Okay, so it created a shortcut like this on your desktop. So just right click there and say Properties, and that will open up the properties of that shortcut, and we'll see here there's a path to the application and the name of the exe and then an argument. So just copy that and let's paste that in our command prompt. Okay, and once you run that command, you'll see automatically it reconnects. Okay, so let's use that in our script. So just paste that argument here, say echo VPN is reconnecting, and paste that path with the shortcut ID there as an argument. And let's save the script and clear screen here and run the script again. And we see the VPN is connected. Great, so let's see what happens if it's not connected. Okay, if we just open up our VPN, disconnect it on purpose, and try and run it again. VPN connect, batch file, and hello test target, IP address, it pings it, it doesn't find it, so error level is 1, so VPN is not connected, so it tries to run the connect command again, and there you see it's running and connecting automatically again. Great, so that's already good progress. In the next step, we want to repeat this constantly every minute or so and keep on testing for connection to the server, and if it's not connected, reconnect again. Great, so let's just clear screen on this side, and in the script, if we want to create a loop, we just say put a label on the part we want to start the loop. So just put in any label you want. We just call it start, and then at the end of the loop we say go to start, and that will continuously repeat this part of the script. But we would like to have some period of waiting before it repeats, not constantly repeating without any pause. So to put in a pause, we use the timeout command and put in the number of seconds. So just for testing purposes now, we put in 15, and let's save it, and let's run the command again or the batch file and see what happens. Great, so VPN is connected, and now we wait for another 10 seconds or 15 seconds, and then it's going to continue automatically again. You can also press a key for it to continue. Let's see what happens again. So it goes to start, and it repeats this if-else statement again, and it sees it's still connected. So great. Let's disconnect the VPN on purpose and see if it automatically reconnects. Okay, VPN is connected. Retrying in another few seconds. So let's just, okay, it's still connected, disconnected, and we're waiting again. And let's see what happens now. If it pings it again, it will not be able to find that server, and then it should automatically reconnect it. Great. So VPN is connected. That's not okay. That's not right. Just give it some more time. Okay, so the reason why it wasn't working is because I put this start of the loop at the wrong place. I put it there instead of before the ping, and it didn't actually reset the ping, do the ping or reset the error level. Great, so now it should be working 100%. If we go back to our command prompt, clear screen, and run the command again, and we see VPN is connected. Now we disconnect it and wait for it to go again, and not connected, reconnecting, and there we see it's reconnecting. Great, and that will continue indefinitely until you stop it, and keep your VPN connection alive. Great, so let's just give it some time. Okay, great. So let's just clean this all up a bit. If you don't want to see the command it's running all the time, it's useful for creating the script and debugging, but not so useful for working. So let's just delete this and say at echo off and save that, and let's clear screen and run the command again. And there we got a much cleaner user interface. We say user level is 0, the VPN is connected, error level is 0. Okay, and we can even take that out as well. Save that. Clear screen and run it again. And VPN is connected. Waiting for 15 seconds, press any key to continue to test again. And let's just disconnect it. Wait another 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds. Let it ping it again. It sees the VPN is not connected. It reconnects automatically. It's trying to reconnect, and there we see the reconnection is running. And it takes a bit of time. Great, so it automatically reconnected, and it's waiting another few seconds before retrying. So obviously 15 seconds is a bit short. It's just for testing. You can make this probably 2 minutes or so, or whatever is okay for you, and run it like that in the background. And that's it. That's a nice interactive script that you can use to keep your VPN connected. Great, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope it was useful. If you did find it useful and valuable, please press the like button, and the code is available for download in the description below. Thank you.